Hi, welcome back to my channel, and this is a sound off on Love and Marriage DC. Okay, so I wasn't able to do a video for last week's episode. But pretty much all I wanted to talk about from last week's episode was the meetup between the Tylers and the Silvas when the Silvas wanted to address some of the comments that Big Jamie made about little Jamie. It did feel a little weird. It did, because it was kind of like they were chastising these people and telling them that they weren't good parents. That's not what they said, but that's kind of how it came off. Like, it felt like they was talking down to them like, you know, we're superior parents and we're going to tell you how to better parent your kids. That's how it came off. And I know that was probably not the intention, but that's really how it came off. It just didn't look right. It didn't look right. And Big Jamie talking about he didn't remember calling Lil Jamie a bum. How you don't remember? You said it. It don't even matter if you don't remember it. You said it. It was on camera. It was aired. We all saw it, as well as Lil Jamie. You're out of order. Like, that wasn't cool. And to be very honest, I can't even feel no kind of way about the Silvas getting into the Tyler's business and telling them how to parent, because Big Jamie constantly keeps bringing the matter to the Silvas. Y'all keep dropping this stuff into their lap. You can't keep talking about the situation, can't keep bringing it up and expecting the people not to have an opinion. And they may form an opinion that you don't like, just like the viewers. Okay, so another thing was Sherelle's fitness event. I really don't know. I'm really hoping that Winter starts to fit in with this group as the season progresses, because right now it's just weird. It's just weird. She has a really good personality for reality TV, and I can see why Carlos and the show and the whoever else are committed into integrating Winter in this group. But it's just always so off. It's so off. She rubs them so wrong. And I do not mind when they try Winter and Winter reacts. Like, if you try somebody, you get what you get with them. But sometimes it's like she has to pick at them in order to even get their attention. It's just annoying. It's annoying at this point. Like, y'all figure something else out. Y'all really need to. Because when she walked over to them and was like, oh, it was nice seeing you guys. It was nice seeing you guys. I don't even know who that is. What was that for? Had Alicia and Winter had they even came across each other this season? I'm trying to think. I don't feel like they even came across one another. Maybe they did and I'm not remembering, but I just didn't understand why Winter did that. Alicia did the most afterwards, but Winter, you started it. Alicia started being goofy, talking about clearly you don't know who I am, or you wouldn't try me, clearly. And then she had this big goofy smile, and then she kept looking over at Ashley and Arena for encouragement. And it was just like, y'all are grown. All of this is just, is silly. It's not even entertaining. Y'all look crazy. And then Winter's confused about, I don't understand what's the energy about. The energy is about you walked over to that group of ladies and you were rude for no reason. Alicia ain't say nothing to you. Unless maybe something happened that they cut out. But I really don't believe that they cut nothing out. I feel like Winter, you constantly have to poke at them so that they can do something to you so that you can have your moment. And we tired because it don't go. And I really want to enjoy Winter because I really think that Winter is great for reality TV. But these little moments, I'm just over it. I don't like it. It's just dumb. But that's really all I wanted to say about last week's episode. I'm not going to get into the parking lot situation because I don't care. Okay, and so the recent episode, Ashley and Quick's son was suspended from school because he got into a fight because one of the kids stole his jacket and he had to go retrieve his property. And I mean, I understand, you know, for someone to steal from you, that's a violation. You don't do that, you know. But Quick is upset because Ashley didn't tell him that he was suspended. And I kind of feel like if your kid is suspended and y'all live under the same roof, I feel like you kind of need to tell your husband that. I just don't understand how you thought he wouldn't know y'all live in the same house. Yeah, that's a little weird. I don't know. If that's how y'all roll, I mean, I guess. Now, in the confessionals, Quick takes a jab at Lil Jamie, talking about something, this is how this kind of stuff starts. Lil Jamie was a good kid once upon a time, too. And I was just like, was that necessary? You mean to tell me in your entire family, in your friends that you've known outside of the show, nobody has a child that has gotten into trouble that you could reference? You had to reference Lil Jamie. I didn't really like that. And the only thing I could kind of hope is that maybe before the season started, that the Tylers and the Silvas are on, they, you know, look, I'm gonna do, like, they have some type of agreement maybe. I don't know. Because that was really rude. That was really disrespectful. Yeah, that would have made me feel some type of way. That would have... All right now, this reunion. Okay, so Joy and Sherelle are meeting up because they got some things to get into. And I felt like, Carlos, you must not have been around, because I feel like they didn't really get much accomplished in this meeting. I don't know if y'all felt the same way. Let me know in the comments. But I felt like they both got in front of each other and the energy kind of changed. Like, we already know that Sherelle is nook if you book. Like, don't come by her husband, okay? Don't say nothing about her husband. She don't play by her man, okay? She don't play that, right? But I kind of felt like there was something that she didn't want to be said. So she was careful of how she was handling Joy. And the same goes for Joy. Joy was real careful how she was saying things to Sherelle. Because when she first got there, she was trying to be cute, talking about something, I knew your husband before you. And Sherelle was like, and I know him now. And people grow and people change. So if people grow and people change, okay, then that means that maybe Joy's experience with your husband wasn't the best. And she should be entitled to her feelings. And it doesn't seem like Sherelle feels that way. Sherelle feels like her husband gets complete immunity because that's her husband. And that's not real. That's not realistic. If your husband was a villain in somebody else's story, then that's just what it is. But at the same time, I'm having a hard time believing Joy, because Joy backpedaled like a mother. And I ain't too much like that. I ain't too much like that at all. Sherelle is letting her know, yeah, Irena said you called my husband shady. And Joy's like, I didn't use the word shady. You didn't have to use the word shady. What you said amounted to the same damn thing. And if you ask me, I feel like Irena kind of gave Sherelle the softer version of what you said. So when she says shady, you know, everybody has their own ideas and their own beliefs and their own perception. So maybe y'all believe shady is a lot worse than what Joy actually said. But I feel like what Joy said, it was worse. The first time that Joy mentioned Sherelle's husband, I walked away with the understanding that this man must have scammed her out of a record deal, or he messed over her in a major way concerning the man. That's what I understood. This episode, when she explains why she was upset with him, I was like, girl, that's not how you made it seem initially. So now I'm side-eyeing the hell out of Joy. Joy is not looking too good for Miss Joy, because she really did make it seem like this man was out here scheming and plotting and scamming. That's the impression that she left on me, is that this man scammed her out of a record deal, or he scammed her out of some royalties or something like that, or he took money from her. Like, that's how she made it seem initially. So now for her to start explaining how he wanted to get the old band members, girl, I don't know about you. I really don't know about you. But they both managed to flip this all on Irena and make this Irena's fault. Now, Irena, you was being the bone carrier. But I don't really feel like Arena did nothing wrong. You guys are on the show. Joy, you made these statements on said show. So if Arena goes back and tells Sherelle, I don't really feel like that's a big deal. I really don't. It's no different than when Sherelle ran and told Ashley about the Gutter Barbie song. Y'all all in here doing things. I didn't really like how they tried to make Arena look like she was being messy for no reason. It's like she told you what homegirl said. So now they both sitting up there talking about, well, I don't know about Arena, but Arena should have used the right words. And it's just kind of like, no, y'all not gonna put this on Arena. This is on Joy and Sherelle. Well, this is really on Joy, to be honest. This is on Joy. Because Joy is in the confessional saying, I didn't say shady, but that describes him. Yeah, Joy, you're going to have a nice old time at the reunion, girl. You're going to get a lot of attention, I can tell you that much. Okay, so the Jamies go to counseling. And when I tell you, I don't know why, I felt a sense of relief. I don't even know these people like that. But I really do like them. I don't know. Y'all really have touched my heart. I don't know why. Y'all have. But when I tell you, I felt relief seeing them go to counseling. Maybe it's going to bless somebody watching this. I don't know. But I really did. I'm really glad that they took that young man to counseling. I feel like he needs some one-on-one sessions, though. You know, I love the fact that Big Jamie was there. But at the same time, I feel like Lil Jamie needs to go on his own as well. I love how the therapist did not let Big Jamie get away with no excuses. Like when he was talking about he was drinking, he was like, yeah, I'm not letting you get away with that. You know, drinking is not an excuse. I'm glad, like he let him know right away. And you could tell that Big Jamie, he showed respect to this man, because it's real easy for people to clown and be like, you don't know what you're talking about. He didn't bring that version of Jamie to the therapy session, which I was very happy for that. Little Jamie, the whole time I was watching it, I was just like, this is exactly where Lil Jamie needs to be. This is where he needs this. I'm so glad that he's getting it, and I hope he continues with it. He needs to be right there talking to this guy. And I love how the therapist told him, you know, you're the reason why I got into this profession. He wants to save young black men. And I was like, yes, because you need somebody who kind of knows, who understands us, Yeah, I was very pleased with that. And it just seemed like the man cared. Like he really cared. And he was like, I'm not letting you leave here until you let me know that this feeling that you don't deserve to be here, this feeling that you have of not wanting to be here, we're going to get to the bottom of that. You're not leaving until we clear that up. That really, I don't know, that just really, like I said, I felt relief, because y'all, stuff be happening in this world. People be carrying emotional loads, and you just don't be knowing what people are going through. So I was very pleased. I really hope that this man, I hope that this continues, because a lot of the other people that are putting their 2 cents in, they don't really care like that. They just want to Quick, I'm sorry. I'm gonna come for you. Quick, you just want to make yourself look good on this show. You walked over there like you wanted to help Lil Jamie, but really you just want to big yourself up. And I got a problem with that, because this young man really is going through something. And you're using you're exploiting his situation to make yourself look good, to make you and your wife look like better, superior parents. And I don't like that. I don't feel like Ashley's doing it, but I damn sure feel like Quick is doing it. And I feel like it's Ashley's job to tell Quick, hey, you need to chill out. You're doing too much. Because I know that she would do that if she felt that way about any other thing. So yeah, the therapist, that's who you need to go talk to, Big Jamie and Little Jamie. Instead of going around to your friends, Big Jamie, and trying to get validation from your peers, go talk to this counselor. He will better serve you. Because that's really what the problem is with Big Jamie and Little Jamie as far as the show goes, is we all know, if you're plugged into social media, then you probably seen Big Jamie on Twitter, on Instagram. And Big Jamie has a very big issue with people giving their opinions. But I don't know if Big Jamie realized, like, you're on reality TV. People gonna have opinions. They gonna have opinions, Uncle Jamie, okay? And you can barely take people scrutinizing you and judging you and having opinions that differ from how you feel the situation is. But you subject your son to it. You subject little Jamie to the world's scrutiny. That's something you can't even handle. And clearly he's going through something, but you subject him to all this critique from strangers. That bothers me. I don't like that. It's like you don't want it done to you, but you don't mind putting your son in the line of fire. What's good with that? I saw clips here and there on the timeline with, I think Lil Jamie was explaining himself, and like, they were like, me and my son good and all of it. And I just kind of felt like I couldn't help but think, like, did Big Jamie threaten Lil Jamie to get online and clear his name? That's how it felt. Because Big Jamie, you a little bit of a bully. Did you bully your son into going online saying, look how you got the people talking about me? You better go online and fix that shit. I could so picture you doing that to him. I'm just saying. But like I said, y'all know I love the Tylers. Arena is my favorite, and I'm really invested in this storyline with her family. I love them. I really think that there's a lot of love in that family, but I'm so glad that they're giving therapy a shot, and I really, 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 really hope that moving forward, Big Jamie, you go express yourself to a therapist and stop talking to Quick. That's all I'm saying. Okay, so we get to Quick's ceremony. They are naming the street that he grew up on after him. They're renaming it. And that's really nice. Like, it was emotional for him. You know, he was just thinking, like, I wish my parents were here. And, you know, that's the part about, that's the part of life that, you know, when you lose your parents or when you lose someone that you love and you go through the good days and the beautiful moments and they're not going to be there for them, it's a different type of heartbreak. It really is. Ashley was like, look, I didn't bring no makeup. I didn't bring no shades. So y'all gonna have to cut all this crying out. And his grandma was there crying. And it was just like, yo, I'm about to cry just talking about that. Those are the type of stuff that get to me, okay? And I'm a G. Like, I don't have time for all of this. I have time to be crying. But, I mean, I felt it. You know, that was a real moment. That was beautiful. It really, really was. It's a proud moment. You know, his children, his wife are there, his grandmother there. But you know what? If his parents could have been there, it would have been even more sweet. And you know, that's just life sometimes. So after the ceremony and everything has wrapped up and everybody's just kind of mingling and stuff, Sherelle, she's boiling on the inside because she want to address some things with Arena. See, I'm conflicted about this because I understand that I get the fact that, okay, this is a reality show that you're filming and there's going to be drama, there's going to be conflict, but baby, time and place don't mean nothing to some of these people on this show. Like, I can't tell her how to feel about her husband's good name. Okay, I get that, you know, somebody you love, you don't want nobody talking bad about them and you want to protect him. And let's just be real. They didn't join this show for her husband's good name to be tarnished. They joined this show, I'm sure, to promote whatever businesses and companies and whatever else they got going on. You don't want to go on reality TV to destroy yourself. You want to go to get even more opportunities than you already had before. So I get that she didn't like that Arena used the word shady, but Arena did not just pull that out of her ass. Joy led her down. Joy painted that picture that your husband was shady. And I feel like you knew that. I feel like you knew that, but the way you were coming at her, but she comes at Arena like, I don't play with words and I don't do this and I don't do that and I don't do that. And it's like, I didn't like that. I didn't like that. And Arena was real calm at first. She was chilling. She was relaxed. And then she was like, oh, you addressing me? And she was like, yes. And they just start going back and forth. And Lorena pulls out her phone and she was like, let me pull up the word shady, unethical, and untrustworthy. Well, you didn't say that. You wanted her to say your husband was unethical and untrustworthy? At least shady has many connotations. But unethical and untrustworthy, you would prefer that she had said that. Sherelle, girl, I'm confused. Your beef is not with Lorena. Your beef is with Joy. And Joy is sitting there like she don't know what's going on. Talking about, well, I wasn't going to get involved. Ma'am, this is all you're doing. This is all you. Now I see what the people have been saying about you. You can't be trusted. So Ashley has to get in between them, and she's trying to quell the situation. And I was with Ashley. She was mad that they were doing this on her husband's big day. But where Ashley lost me is when she said she wanted to slap the shit out of both of them. You want to slap the shit out of both of them? Ashley, I imagine that wouldn't have gone too well for you. Like, I'm not saying you a punk and you don't know how to fight or anything like that. I'm not saying you can't fight, but I don't think that would have gone over too well for you. I understand that she didn't want them to mess up her husband's big day. I get that, but you wanted to slap two grown women and you thought that was going to go over well. So what do you think the event would have turned into once you put your hands on both of them? Yeah, I don't know. I didn't like that, Ashley. Them grown women, you was gonna slap them? At the end of the day, this whole little situation is just stupid because the person who really got all of this going was Joy. Joy, if you didn't want to interact with Sherelle and her husband, then you should never even... I just feel like you said you didn't want to interact with her, but baby, the producer said you meeting up with her for lunch and you went and did it. So you might as well have just kept your little feelings to yourself. Because now it's drama amongst the group. And you sitting there quiet like you ain't say nothing, you ain't do nothing. But you in the confessionals laughing, talking about something, well, he is shady. I don't like that. I don't like that. And I don't like how people are trying to make it seem like Irena did something wrong. Irena didn't do anything wrong. Irena didn't do anything wrong. I just... This moment at the ceremony, Sherelle was wrong because Sherelle should not have approached Irena like that. She could have waited until the entire thing was over, or she could have had her one-on-one with Irena. She was jumping. Like, she was mad about the word shady. Like, girl. And I'm so glad that Irena did not let her punk her. Anyways, I just felt like this was really stupid. This is really dumb. And I don't know what's going to happen moving forward. But Joy, this is all your fault. Because she may not have used the word shady, but that was the sentiments that you expressed to Irena. Irena didn't just lie on you. And you standing there. And that's the thing, too, that bothered me about Sherelle. Because Irena is saying, she pretty much said your husband was unethical and untrustworthy. And she's standing right there. Sherelle, this is your moment to say, is that what you told her? What exactly did you say to her? If you really want to get to the bottom of things, but I feel like if you truly wanted to get to the bottom of things, you would have pressed Joy a little bit more at that dinner, that one-on-one. But you didn't press her. And I feel like you didn't press her because your husband probably has done something that you don't want the viewers to know. So you try to take it out on Irena. And that's not cool. I really didn't like how they was handling Irena. Yeah, she was being a little messy. She was being a little messy going and telling the person what the next person said. But seeing that you said it on camera, I just don't see how... I didn't get it. I didn't like it. And I just feel like, Sherelle, you made yourself look silly. You made yourself look silly. And Joy, you made yourself look like a punk. Because you couldn't keep the same energy. But whatever it is, y'all can get y'all group back together or not. We the people don't care. We do not care. Y'all whack for this. But anyways, but y'all tell me what y'all think. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.